Lambdog. This is Barking Madly. Just wanted to chime in on your comments about electric cars and all the hubbub about the naked people in San Antonio talking about alternative energy and all that. A number of years ago, I started looking into making an electric car, taking a regular car and converting it, and the cost was just astronomical on it. The electric parts, the electric motor's only a couple $100, and an adapter, plate, and a controller. You can get all that stuff for about $500 or $600, and if you're kind of handy, you can install it yourself. The cost, as I'm sure you are aware, is in the batteries. You need to have at least 120 volts on the low end, and you go up to 190 or 240 volts. And if you start doing the math, if you've got a 12-volt battery, you need it somewhere between 10 and 20 lead-acid batteries. Cheap side, that's what, $1,500, and that's for cheap automotive batteries, not for deep cycle or anything like that. And you're looking at $2,500 right on top of that. And what originally was a killer for me was I was driving about 35,000 miles a year just to and from work out here in LA. And they said, oh, you just need to replace the batteries every 20,000 miles or so, because the battery's only good for anywhere from 200 to 600 cycles. Full discharge, full recharge, full discharge. And I'm like, shit, I need to replace them every 9 or 10 months. And that's hardly makes any kind of sense as far as not cutting costs whatsoever. And that was without even looking at any electricity costs. And looked at some of the cost calculators, and they said, oh, if you figure your electricity is about 6 cents a kilowatt hour. And when I looked at it more recently, I only drive about 12 miles to work now, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe it makes more sense now. And then using that 6 cents a kilowatt hour, I'm like, okay, yeah, it's cheaper than gas, but not by a whole lot. And then still every 20,000 miles or so, you still have to replace the batteries. And then I looked up one of my electric bills, and during the summer, my electricity out here in SoCal is 15 cents a kilowatt hour. So not even close to being a wash or anything like that. I don't care how small of a car I did or anything like that. Gasoline is way cheaper. And when you start looking at the delivery costs of getting the electricity to my house, not to mention my environmental cost of batteries and all that shit, it's not even close. But one of the things, since you are a battery expert on there, at least how did you put it, more than average knowledge about batteries, do they make any lead cell batteries that are better than like you said, the spray painted lead on paper? Are the Optimas any better than anything else? Or we've got a bunch of electric forklifts here that have those massive battery packs. Are those some kind of different battery that lasts a lot longer? I don't know. I'm just curious. If you're interested, I can since I just got my technician's license, changing directions here. If you want to ask some questions, or if I can help out on getting your technician radio or ham radio license, I just got it a few months ago, so I can help you out on a little bit of it and point you in some directions. But anyways, yeah, it's kind of funny. Everybody starts huffing and puffing about how solar energy this, wind energy that, and in some respects, it's definitely a benefit if you can start getting some really good solar power, at really really cheap. But I think most of the time it's about $2 to $3 a watt for generation, and that's if you get some really good low cost cells. But most of the time you're looking at stuff that's going to be on the $3 to $4 a watt range. That's just to produce it. That's not cost, taking into account all the other bullshit costs that go along with it. So yeah, it's until there's a good economic incentive to do it, it's just not going to happen. Although it's nice, I'm glad folks are spending money and bringing the price down.